Everybody, Acre of Love Homestead here. My name is Kimberly. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a garden tour. Haven't done one in about a week or so. I want to show y'all some different stuff that I got that I'm going to be planting also, and and that I have planted. But let's get over here into this garden and see how it's doing. Doing pretty good, I think. Tomatoes are doing really well. I got my first tomato coming on this one. Sorry. First tomato on this one. Got some little blooms happening. But yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Jalapenos are getting bigger. Kind of put that it's an old bed frame, but I put it there just in case they get too big. I can tie them to it. Actually fit perfectly because I could always tie this one to that one, this one to that one, this one to that one, and so on and so forth. But they're doing pretty good. I still need to go buy me some marigolds because clearly these died for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure the roly-polies think you just killed them. Mint is doing pretty good. Wish it would be a little bit bigger by now, but it's not. It's okay. More mint over here. And then these are some more tomato plants. This one's way bigger. And I've been coming through and I've been taking off the suckers. So if anybody knows or does not know what a sucker is, so you have your tomato plant, and then usually right here where you have your V, there we go. So usually where you have a V, you want to pull that sucker out, because what's going to happen is that your plant is going to pay more attention to these suckers than it is the fruit that it's growing. And I just take them and plop them back down in there. So I got another tiny one down here. And sadly, I've already done this week. So they produce fast with them suckers. See, there's one there. They do produce fairly quickly on those, but you don't want them to pay more attention to that than the fruit that they need to be producing. All my bell peppers here. We're going to get some rain on Saturday. My artichokes seem to be doing okay. We'll see how they do. I've never grown artichoke. So, I don't know. And like I said, this dirt that's in these pots, that's not my dirt. I didn't plant that. I got those pots like that, so we'll see how that dirt does. Potatoes are doing pretty good down in here. Zoom y'all back out some. So these potatoes are doing good. I got a pepper down in here, and then I got my Peter pepper here. And more tomatoes here. Let's go back this way. I skipped some rows here. So these tomatoes are getting their blooms on them. Can't wait till everything's nice and big and can come out here and have garden snacks. See, this one's got another sucker right there and another one coming out here. Let's check this one while we're out here. And then more tomato plants here. A little tiny one there. Get off there. And then there's one there. And then there's a big one right there. So if y'all are not doing that, I really advise y'all to do that. Take them suckers off. It's good for your plant too. We've got more jalapenos that I started from seed here. I'm really proud of them. They're doing well. They're starting to get their blooms on them. He's got a bloom. We've got a couple blooms. Heck yeah. So we'll be getting some jalapenos here pretty soon, hopefully. Let's go this way. More jalapenos. This one's got a bloom on it. Pretty little bloom. And then all my cantaloupe. I didn't really think that these guys were going to make it, and they did. So we'll have to see how that kind of goes. I don't know yet. That's a lot of cantaloupes if those start taking off. Worst case scenario, they go out into the aisles. We'll have to see how that's going to work out. More jalapenos, tomato, cucumber, more tomatoes, eggplant. This eggplant isn't doing all that well. I think I'm going to get a stick and I'm going to stand her straight up. She looks like she might have had too much water, so I'm not going to water her for a while. And then my lettuce, my beautiful lettuce. I need to make me a salad for lunch today. And then over here we have more jalapenos. And then these cucumbers, I wish this guy would just go that way. He wants to come back this way. Go that way, dude. And then this right here, we've been picking these out because that's that vine. This is that vine that I had growing on here. I don't want that this year growing in here. So every one that comes up, I've been taking them out. And then these are getting pretty, they'll start crawling up here pretty soon. I don't know how well they're, so I put shade cloth on some of these because it gets really hot out here in the front of my yard. So the ones that have climbing things, I'm not sure how they're going to climb up and over. I would like for them to go under, so I might have to just make it to where they go up underneath it and over. We'll see. We'll see how that works out, y'all. Like I say, this garden season is going to be very fun, and I'm excited for this gardening season. This will be my second time growing in these raised bed gardens out here. So now I have 12 of them, and then I have my small ones over there on the other side. I need to take y'all over there anyways. Anyways, we'll get back to that in just a second. Wanted to show y'all, I went to Walmart, and they had these grape plants. They're called Concord grapes. I got a green one and a purple one. So I have one planted here, and then I have one planted way down there. We'll go check them out in a minute. But yeah, so like I say, I have 12 of these planted out here, or 12 of these raised bed gardens out here, and then I have these small ones that I have grow bags. And then right here, what I plan on doing also is I'm going to stand this up. Hang on, see if I can do this without holding the camera. So I'm going to stand this up, and I'm going to put, because I have 5 maybe 6 more of these grow bags that I want to put on each side and grow something in them, whether it's flowers. It'll probably be flowers. But that's what I want to do with that. I would need to be getting that done today too. Potatoes are in this one. They're kind of growing, kind of not. Haven't gotten really much bigger. Could be because they're in a smaller pot. Not quite sure. I've never grown potatoes in these. So we'll see what happens. In this one, I planted loofah, but I planted the seed back here. So we'll see if they actually come up. Potatoes are growing in this one. And then I put more loofah in this one, once again, back here in the back. So I wanted it to kind of cover this. So we'll see if they actually grow. If not, I'll put some more seed in there and start all over. Cilantro, still the same size from when I got it. These little dinky things, this little tomato plant, this is one that I had grew, but it hasn't gotten very much bigger. Let's put it that way. And then these two jalapeno plants, they didn't get very much bigger either. Now, my cayenne peppers, they're doing great. Like, I can't wait to see. I've never grown cayenne peppers, so I don't know. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Very excited about that. Now, we'll have pictures of stuff up on the community. If anybody goes to the community and looks at the stuff that's going on, also, I'll have that. I think these are more cayenne pepper also. My marigold. So I'm hoping, we're getting some blooms down in there. So we'll see. And then this tomato plant that I also grew, it's not doing very well either. So I'm just going to leave it. We'll see what happens. Probably take this off. I don't really need it. Sage is doing really good. Might need to trim some of this back and go put it in the dehydrator and make some sage. But yep, this is kind of what we got, guys. On this end anyways. The trees are doing really well. Let's go down here. I'm going to show you that other Concord grape. So I know that I'm going to have to replace, I think, this one or add another tree beside of it or something, because I think it died and then now it's coming up from the bottom. But yeah, I've been quite busy. So I cleared out all this stuff. All these, it was a big bush right here. I cleared that out, and I cleared some out over there. Eventually, this is where the pond is going to go, as soon as I get some extra cash. This is that other Concord grape. We'll see if they make it. Like I say, I got them from Walmart. I'm not sure. I don't really get stuff from Walmart like that. I usually go to the garden center and buy my stuff. So if it takes off, it takes off. If it don't, it don't. I also got some of these, I don't know what they're called, but I think it's called a listeria bush. Can't really see it. But I got I got 3 of those. So we'll see if those actually come back. I got those from Walmart because they were like $3. They had them on clearance. So we'll see if those actually do. If they do, they're going to be beautiful. If not, it's fine. I'll put a tree there. I do want to show y'all my peach tree. So this thing right here has so many peaches on it. It's unbelievable. Peaches here, like she's full of them. Look at all those peaches. Pretty, pretty peaches. I can't wait. I'm sure they're not going to be as sweet as the one that I get off of this one. Now, she don't have any on her. This one's got some. Also, little bitty ones. Y'all can see that. Got little bitty ones everywhere. And this is, I think, their second year of me having them. The first year, she actually put off, this one put off peaches. And she didn't get very many. I think I got 5 on this whole tree. And they were the sweetest things ever. But I can't wait to taste them. Let's walk over here and check this one out. This one, I don't know what this one is doing. I think that second frost that we got, or freeze that we got, just didn't let her produce her stuff. See, there's one there, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna do anything. Now, I say she's not gonna do anything, but I see this here. The wind is super. See, I see this, but it doesn't look like it's alive. Not quite sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get hardly anything, or if anything, off of this tree. And this winter, I'm going to actually trim it up. That way you don't have all these little dinky sticks coming out. I don't know how to say it. Like the offshoots. I guess they're called offshoots. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. What is Todd barking at? I don't know. Todd's back there barking at something. But that's kind of it for the orchard right now. Now, my pear tree, so years ago I planted a pear tree. And, oh, let me tell you about this first. I keep getting distracted. I haven't seen y'all in a while. So this right here, my friend, she gave me 2 elderberry bushes. I need to plant these. Now, I'm not going to plant them here, but I will be planting them in the back. That's another project that I need to get in the ground before the rain comes. But let's talk about my pear tree. And I'm pretty sure I need to get another pear tree, because when I was planting these trees, I kind of didn't know about trees. Now I know a little bit more. But I think it needs a cross-pollinator. But this one, it was giving blooms at the very top. Let's see if they're still there. So at the very top, nope, nothing's there. But at the very top this year, it actually gave out blooms. Let me bend it down and show y'all. So right here, it had blooms. Now it ain't got anything. So I don't think I'll be getting anything off of this pear tree. But it died. There for a minute, it died. And now it's, you know, it's tall again, nice and pretty, and I cleaned out from the bottom. So we'll see. But I do want to get another one, because technically my plan is to have nothing but an orchard in this area. I'll cut down these. I'm going to cut down this, and I'm going to cut down this. And I want to have like a whole orchard of nothing but probably peach trees over here on this side. We will slowly get there. That is that's a future me getting there to do that. But yeah, that is something that I would like to do. And I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with all this. I do know I got a couple trees to cut out over here on this side. Like those are dead. But I would like to keep these 2 big ones, so I can always extend my orchard, this way also. So that's a good, idea, I think. Just to bring in some more, fruit and vegetables on the homestead. But let's go look at the back garden. Now, I'm going to show y'all something in a minute, and it's like a jungle again. And I haven't decided if I'm going to cut it down or if I'm not going to cut it down. We will definitely have to see on that. Might take a vote. So out here in the tiny garden, so here's the tiny garden, at least the small square one anyways. Potatoes are doing good. They haven't gotten any blooms on them yet. Onions are doing good, I think. These are the ones that were in that frost, and I had them covered. You better leave that pig alone. And then these are the ones also that I had to cover. One of them got covered, one of them didn't. I don't remember which one. But I finally got stuff planted out here. Todd, be quiet. I got pumpkin. So I put pumpkin out here, honeydew melon. I think back there are like some extra squash I had from whenever I planted the ones over in the big area. I got tomatoes here. Whoops, sorry. I got tomatoes here. And then 2 pepper plants. And then over here, my green beans finally started coming up. So that's my green beans. And then I planted some peas, but it rained and everything got moved this way. So if you can see, peas are all along here when they were up here. And I need to take out that grass. Rocky, get out of my garden. But hopefully we'll get some green beans. I'm excited about the green beans. And then I planted some cucumbers here. Oh, my thing for the cucumbers is I'm hoping that they'll crawl up this fence and kind of just take over this fencing area, which will be great. Random sunflowers that need to be pulled. Parsley. I don't know why I have a parsley plant because I've come to learn that I don't like parsley. My oregano plant's kind of, she needs some help. This right here, I've come to learn that this right here is garlic. For whatever reason, it didn't grow right. And these are pigs. What are y'all doing? Let me see if I can get you to the fence. What are y'all doing? Huh? What are you pigs doing? Say hi. Yeah. I like his little laugh. And then right here, I planted some corn, but only 2 came up. Well, okay, that's a corn. That's a corn. And then that one's a corn also. It's called silver corn. I never growed that one. Can y'all get out of here? And also what I did too is in between these squashes, I planted a corn. In case if they want to use it to, as a trellis to grow up. It's called the 3 sister method. I just don't remember the 3rd sister. I know it's corn, squash, and something else. I don't remember what the 3rd one is. And then down here, I planted here, I think it's more pumpkin. Could be watermelon. I don't remember. Todd, let's go. Come on, out. Come on, Todd. Todd. I think he's partially deaf. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. Did you trip and fall again? Ow, ow. Why are we fighting? Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Say, we fighting. So this is what we do all day long. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're best buds. And Spike's just over there watching like y'all are something else. Y'all are goofy, you know that? I can sit there and watch him play all day long. And Todd's so dopey, he just lets him do whatever. Huh, Spike? See, I just do whatever. Huh? Yeah. He's old. Probably about 10 years old. Vantina, Vantini? She's old too. Alright, so y'all remember my, my onions that I had planted in here? There's still onions in here, except for the sunflowers took over. But the onions don't really seem to mind it. They're actually growing and getting bigger. If I can find some. They're in there, I promise. See, there's some. So they are actually growing and getting bigger. So maybe it'll, I don't know, give them some shade. Who knows? But my thing is, look at all them sunflowers. Holy mackerel. So it starts here, goes around, goes back around, comes down, and fills up right here. Hey, no sir, don't chew on my fence. What's wrong with you? So that, yeah, I don't know if I need to cut that or not. It's going to be pretty whenever it's all said and done. But, I don't know. Because last year I let them go and, oh, Nelly, I had sunflowers everywhere. Todd, can we not? Oh, he just does whatever he wants. 2 rows of corns are coming up. I need to actually get in here and get this grass out. And then my okra is doing pretty good. So this whole line right here is nothing but okra. And then there's a random, I don't know what that random plant right there is. See that random plant? I don't know what that is. I guess we'll find out if it gives off fruit. Rocky. And then I planted green beans. So this is all bush bean. All green bean, bush beans. And then, of course, our squash and our zucchini that I planted. More squash, more zucchini. And I think down there, no, I think down there is the zucchini. These are extra squashes that I had. And then these right here are pumpkin plants. I really hope that those pumpkin plants come up. Todd, you leave them alone. No. Yeah, I really hope that they come up. Now, I planted 2 watermelons here. They're not doing well for whatever reason. They were like, you know, whenever you take off your plant, if it has 2 and you plant the extra one, they didn't do very well. I have some more here too. This one seems to be doing good. That one not so much. That one not so much. So we'll see if they make it. Todd, come on. Ah, my stomach just growled. I'm getting hungry. But yeah, I can't believe all of these sunflowers. There are even sunflowers in with those silkies. That's so many sunflowers, guys. So many sunflowers. Thought I'd walk y'all around so y'all can just kind of see how thick it is of sunflowers. And I didn't plant this. This is from the birds. I really need to get out here and trim up this grass. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. But yep, that's... Oh, so those 2 plants in the front, I was thinking about bringing them back here, digging a good sized hole and just planting them up against this fence here. We'll see, because I don't know how that dirt is. Because it looks kind of dry right here. It's very dry right here. So I don't know. I mean, it could still be good soil. I doubt it. Something's been running up and down this side. Todd, leave them alone. I finally got all the quail moved out. So I have a couple of like teenager ones that'll still fit through these holes, I think. And I don't want to bring them out just yet. But I did move them all out. They seem to like it out here. I am going to get some fencing to put this like across that way, like this way, and then that way. And then I'll have to untie it and bump it that way. And then in the back, I am going to get some of that fencing to put around there. Just haven't got that far yet. But yep, they're doing pretty good. I'm a little concerned because I don't see my other white one. And they're already laying eggs, so I've got 3 eggs down in there. Nice. Maybe I can start hatching again. There she is. There's my other white one. And I need to get them some more stuff that they can hide under also. So if anybody has any, you know, information on like that kind of stuff, let me know. No, Todd. Hey, boy. No, sir. Get away from there. Try to get my quail. But that's the quail. I don't know why they're all following me today. That's the garden. That's my sunflowers. I have, you know, some other things that are going to be happening. We're going to be getting rid of some, I plan on getting rid of all of my ducks. I kind of just want out of ducks. And then we've also decided that the 2 heifers are going to go into freezer camp. And then we're just going, and then eventually whenever the pigs get bigger, we're going to either breed them and sell, or when they get big enough and hopefully they're not pregnant, put them in freezer camp also. I may have to separate that male, which he can always go over here. It's not a big deal. I technically could do that now if that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of change. I want to downsize a little bit to try to, you know, like raise our meat. I would rather get 1 animal at a time or 2. Probably if I did pigs, it'd be maybe 2 at a time. If I did another cow, it's just going to be 1 at a time. And then, you know, butcher him and then put him in the freezer camp, and then same with the pigs. I would like to keep my chickens. I'm debating on selling my chickens. I have not decided that quite yet. We'll see how this year goes. I have been losing quite a bit of them to hawks. So I don't know. I had them all put up and then I let them out. Because I don't, you know, I'd rather see my animals roam, you know, kind of roaming like they do. I want to see them do that. I thought about also, once those cows are gone, I thought about bringing all the pigs on this side also, because that'll give me some more, either my greenhouse is going to go there or give me another area for a little bit more gardening, because I can always extend that, the little garden. I can always extend this garden, if I can get my finger in the picture, this way a little bit more, and I can have a little bit more there. Now, my greenhouse is supposed to go where the pigs are, but haven't got to the greenhouse yet because work has been really slow, really slow. So I need to kind of save what I got, and I got some doctor's appointments coming up, very important ones that are coming up, and I need to kind of save for that for now. Eventually, I will have a greenhouse again, but this time we're going to build one, have a good structure on it. That way our wind, because our wind up here is awful. We get 60 to 70 miles an hour wind, not even kidding, sometimes 80. It's pretty bad. So I do want to have one built that has a good structure, or I'm just going to go and maybe buy a small one, because I really just want it for starting seeds. That way I can start selling some seedlings and some starters, and also for my garden also. Also, whenever these guys are gone, and if I've decided to get rid of a lot of my chickens, I would like to extend my gardening area this way as much as I can. What I typically want is, I would like to be able to, excuse me, maybe plant some more corn over here, or, like some pumpkin or some watermelon, stuff like that in this area. Because those chickens can always be put back up if I decide to keep all of them. We'll just have to see how that comes down to, maybe by next spring. But yeah, so that's just kind of, some things that are going to happen on this homestead. May not be this year, it might be next year. The cows will be this year. And then the pigs probably won't be until next fall. And that's if, like I say, if they're not bred or not. If they're bred, I'll put them babies up for sale. I can do them for $75. They should sell fairly quickly. We may keep, maybe one after that. After I get all them sold and we butcher the other 2 females, I may keep one male, 1 female, depends on how well the babies sell. I do have to get some kind of extra income right now, because, like I say, work is very slow and I don't really see it picking back up, unfortunately. But yep, that's just kind of what's going on, guys. Now I'm really excited about this garden this year, and hopefully we can, because my goal this year is to have plenty to where I can give some to other people and share to other people. So that's my goal for this year. And hopefully, for my future gardening, we can't predict the future, but if I get to be in the future, I would like to, continue that, giving people, extra stuff that we don't use. But yep, that's kind of what it is, guys. We'll see y'all in the next one. God bless.